computer. So this is a visual of the funnel. I'll just pop you up the top so I can see you. So you've got an idea and you'll get a copy of this just to see what's going to happen automatically for you and when and some of the key points where you will step in and take over. So basically you generate your lead, your traffic from whatever sources. So it can be Instagram, Facebook, it can be adverts. You're going to send them to your domain name, which is your webinar landing page. The form will submit it, so they'll fill out their name, email, social account, etc. And then they'll go and watch the webinar. So this one is for the webinar. So they'll go and watch the webinar. In the meantime, what happens is the automation kicks in. So the automation is the email sequences. So it sends them five or so emails, which basically says, you know, you've registered, yada yada yada. Here's the replay, etc., and whatever else that you would like to include on the first email. So they watch the webinar. So post webinar, they come down and you'll get the, you know, click the button here. So mine's actually sitting below the video. So they'll click the button to book a call. When they book a call, they'll go into your calendar. That will auto confirm or you can manually confirm your bookings. And then the automation kicks in for the calendar. So it's going to send them out the email reminders and confirmations inside of Go High Level. Then after the email sequence is complete, we can send them over to like a long-term nurture sequence, you know, if they're qualified, not qualified, whatever. So your nurture sequence is really, you know, like a continuation of getting to know you. But then, you know, if you've got like a retreat coming up or an event happening or whatever it is, you can just bulk email out, you know, those people when you've got things going on. So with the emails, what will also happen is so if they don't book a calendar invite, they'll just continue to receive the emails. So it's got like an if and when. So it'll do a check after the first day before it sends the next message, and it'll go, has this person booked a calendar meeting? If not, they'll continue to get the messages. And then the next day, what will happen is it'll do another check. Has this person booked a calendar meeting? If not, then it'll continue to send it. If it's booked a calendar meeting, then it's just going to go off into a completely different automated, you know, here's your Zoom link, here's your, you know, your standard invite stuff. So basically after the webinar, they will book, there's a button there. So your button there can go to a couple of different places. So it can go to your own Calendly link for them to book a call in with you direct, or you can send them out to the discovery process. So a couple of different sort of options that we can do there. And this section here is where you can split test. So you can have two identical webinars with a different page or a different button. One will go to, say, TFE Academy, for example. One will go direct into your own Calendly link, and you can do like a 50-50 split test. And if you get 80% of them are going, I'm going to book in with Denise after they've watched the webinar direct, then we know that we can just take down or we can stop the other one. So that's an advanced feature. We're not going to do that first up. We're just going to run the direct webinar. So basically you'll get this little document. I've been sort of filling it in. So these are things that I've just done. So I've got the form. Hex is basically your color codes, but I'll sort of work off that. We've done the landing page. I will have the actual links in here, so you won't have to know where to go. You can just pull up your links if you want to put them in an ad or you know, on your Instagram profile, etc., etc. So, and so far what we've done is I've got the two landing pages in. I've got a website conversion funnel. Oh,
Yeah.
um, a website, the recording we there, website conversion funnel. I haven't yet done the long-term nurture sequence because you just need to, design that and talk to you a little bit more about what you want that to look like. And the lead connector app you'll get once we make your account live. I've added in a bonus with the calendar and the terms and conditions. So let me just re-share out. So I'm going to stop sharing that. So any questions on that before I show you the website and we fix up the colorings?
No,
No, no, that's
not
not,
yet. No.
not yet. That's okay. It's all good. Let me find your slide. Um,
You're feeling better after your injection?
yeah, it's like I did a rinse with 2.5 this morning, but it takes me like about 2 hours to recover. Because of yeah, it's but this side's all blocked. And like yesterday, it was just like um okay, share the screen. Right. Let me just zoom that in so you can see this screen here. So edit details in new tab. Just make me sure. It's still loading, sorry. Okay. So this is a webinar one. So we'll run through this one first and then we'll do the ebook, the other one as well. Um, so what changes did you want to make with
Um,
this one? We can do any of the wording.
I don't know. So this is the actual website. So this
Yeah.
is where people will go.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Where will the video be? Will it be on
It'll,
this one?
it'll be on the next page. So let me just
The
bring
next
the,
page.
yep. So the delivery page. So actually, let me just take you back and I'll show you how mine works. So, which is basically what I've modeled. Um, so if we view the page, so this is mine, basically, yada, 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 whoops, and then the form pops up, so they fill in their details. So that's really just a simple thing. Then the next page is, once they fill in the form, this is where they end up. So,
Right.
yep, so they'll watch this, they'll click
What's that?
that. Hey,
What is that?
that's my webinar. Well,
That's your webinar. Is
it's my
that your
webinar.
new webinar that you've
That's
just
my
done?
new webinar I just did. Search studies, yep, showing blah, benefits. Blah, blah, blah. So it's 48 minutes.
So
Um,
that's not the Christie one. Is that the what's the
that's the
name one?
Samara. Samara. That's Samara's version.
Okay.
So 100 and fucking 50 something slides for a 48-minute presentation. So so that's all. So that's there, and now we'll just press play. So I've just embedded that off YouTube, so they can go to YouTube and watch it, or they can just watch it on the site. And then underneath, they've got a bit of a blurb on what the web class is going to cover because it's not going to automatically play. They're going to have to press play to do that. So because if you set it to go automatic play, then it has no volume. So, and then also they don't get the, so if I can refresh, maybe I'll refresh that screen. So yeah, so you want to have your cover on what it's about. So, and then they press play themselves and away they go. But they can scroll. I think it's going to pop out when it's scrolling. Um, Start your discovery process, want to access the web class again, on email, you've got a link to come back and view for a limited time. It's not really, it's going to be there forever, but you just want to
Yeah.
scarcity and stuff like that. So that is basically, it's a two-step funnel. And that's all it is, 2 pages. So 1 and 2. And then when you want to, and if you wanted to do, if you wanted to do variation, then basically you just duplicate it, and then you go, I want, 50% A, 50% B. Then after 5 days or whatever, or 3 days, you check all your stats, because you can actually see all of your stats in here. So how many people have visited, how many people have booked a call, which is all bullshit. This is all bullshit because it's just me. So I'm going to reset the stats. But yeah, so that's basically the like the standard website. So yours will be the same. So you've got your landing page, and you've got your delivery page, which will basically be a duplicate. So once we finalize this, I'll just duplicate it and throw in the video. And then we've done the same with your lead magnet one. So let's just view that page. Yep, so we've got that there, which I basically just took off your book. It's just a different way to capture people, because then when you get, I don't know whether you have emails attached to your other one as well, where you can, send them out and push them to watch a webinar. And then you've got the download ebook.
So sorry, that's the first page that they see. Is that right? So when I've got my ad running, what do they see first?
Right. Okay. When you've got your ad running and you're running it to a webinar, correct? Or you're
Yep,
running it to your ebook
webinar.
webinar. This is the page. Let me spin it up. This is the page that they will see. So this is the back end office, but it basically looks the same. So and then you can see what it will look like on mobile mode. So basically in mobile mode, we can bring that down smaller. We can bring that down smaller as well, because it's going to look different on a web page as someone's scrolling. But it's not going to adjust it when we come over here. It's not going to see how that's big, but then when we
Yep.
go into the mobile mode, it's not. You don't want it big on a mobile mode. So, and this, I do the mobile part last. So this is sort of, as you can see, that looks all skew with, and that's all a bit out of whack. And that's what it'll look like as you scroll through. So you don't have to have the FAQs and stuff like that. But basically, I work off doing it this way. Then you get like a nice layout for a website, even though the majority of the people work off a mobile. But you've got something that's clear, looks clean, but it also, then I go and fix up the mobile. So,
Mhm.
and then we add in the learn more. So basically with the learn more, you'll just we'll create a form, and the form, people just fill it in, and it pops up as well. So, um, so where did you want to start? Did you want to get this one nutted out and then go back and sort the pink out? Do you want more pink on this? Do you want different pictures, different sort of, wordings? And what I did also is, because you didn't send me any websites, I didn't get any websites. I just had a look at Joe Mold.
Oh, fucking tied up with my fucking parents.
Yeah, I thought so. I just went to joemold.com and I had a look at her site. So not the fuck yes one, just the straight out joemold.com, who actually does she does the webinar there and then. So she doesn't capture people's emails and then show them the webinar. She does it a bit back to front. So she shows the webinar and then she books the call on that side of it. But I used some of her wording and just fucking gurgitated it. So probably one check I just want to make sure before we make it go live is that we're not copying any exact phrases to Joe
There
Moles.
was something that I saw, and I don't know where it is now, but it says no fluff. I fucking hate that.
Right, okay, that's fine. We can get rid of
It
that.
was somewhere there, and it's
There it
very.
is.
I don't think it was on this one. Oh yeah, there it is. No fluff. No fluff, just straight talk. That's definitely a chat GPT thing, isn't it?
I think it came off Joe's. So, and look, you can go, you know what? I want this heading. I want something else there. I want something else there. It's completely up to you. You can change all of the words. But what we're looking at is, what are hooks and, what are people going to grab? And then you can talk more about your story because this is your story. This is my story here. So, we'll want something of that we can sort of put in here as well.
And I'm not 60.
I know, as I said, that's my stuff. That's my text in
Oh,
there.
that's yours. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I
that's
was
what I
going
said.
to
This
say,
is no,
I read it the other day, and I'm like,
yeah,
60.
I know you're not 60. No, your story here. See, your story here.
Hang on, I've got
So
to go to the toilet. I've
yeah,
just got to go to the
go for it.
toilet. Again.
Again.
Again. Sorry.
Okay. See, your story here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I had a look at Joe's. So basically, I just went to hers, and so I don't know whether you've seen this. I didn't even realize she had this. It just sort of
No,
came.
I've only seen the other one.
Yeah, so that one is the the fuck life one, whatever it is. But I saw that she,
I hate that. I hate that. I
oh,
just think it's so tacky.
yeah. So but yeah, so I had a look at that, and I just sort of thought, oh well, it's the standard sort of, attention grab, a big thingo, small one. That's how all the websites are built. But what she's done is she's actually done her webinar on here, you know,
Right, okay.
so you can see she talks about that, examples of people that have said yes. I see she's got Samara on there, Christy. She's talking about dollars and stuff like that, et cetera, et cetera. So she books a strategy call. She's talking about this. like direct on her site. And then she's just got videos of people, so if we have a look.
Oh, I'm here with my beautiful friend Jess. We are meeting for the first time.
Yep, and then other ones here. So she's obviously had.
Okay, I'm here with my beautiful friend Lindsay.
So obviously that was in San Diego. So she's got some social proof on there as well. She's got some, FAQs. So I mean, you can have a look at those yourself, but that's, and then she's got like a little logo. She hasn't got any terms and conditions or anything down there, which is probably not ideal. There should be some terms and conditions and privacy policies and things like that, but that's her business. But as I said, I just sort of use that as someone else in the industry that's in a, targeting sort of, similar-ish women. Um, to see what they were doing or what they call it, ethical cheating. um, so, which is what I did a lot with. Um, well,
So with Joe's, I like the color scheme that she had. So I'm not a, I know we've got to have some black on it with the writing, but I'm not a massive fan of black.
black. Okay, that's fine. That's all good. So, with mine, as you can see here, I haven't put mine in dot points like hers. I've
Yep.
just sort of, regurgitated it. And then it's like, this is what you'll hear more about in the web class. So I haven't gone into the fact that it's, this is how much you can make and like the real nuts and bolts of it. I've actually just gone on what you'll hear more about. So to try and, sell it that way. But yeah, happy to change whatever you want.
Yep. Okay.
Pink. You can have pinks.
Oh, look at that.
You can
Look
have
at
hot pink
that.
there. You,
Maybe, I don't know,
you can have hot
maybe
pink
like I
there.
really like that photo.
Yeah, I think it pops. You can have
It did I how many I'm just going to look at the photos I actually sent to you
I can show you
because
them.
I've got more of those pink ones.
This is what you sent me. Just look at the screen because it's in
Oh,
your,
okay.
yeah, because I've uploaded them into your media storage. Um, so yeah, so those are the ones that you've sent. I've used some pink ones on the book because your book is all branded pink.
Yeah, see, I think
Yeah,
the website needs to be branded pink.
easy peasy.
Shame we can't change the color on the top to pink.
Here, that you can change it to any color you want.
No, my top, my shirt.
Oh, your shirt.
Yeah,
Um,
because I like the photos, but I don't know if the pink goes with the red.
I'm just trying to see if we
Or does
can.
it matter? I don't know.
Well, let me just change that to black. Make it, bigger, for example. Again, it's not final copy, but yeah, we can go a duller pink if you want.
No, I like the other pink. I like the brighter pink.
Yeah, and then we can go and um it has to be white and women are what building.
You've spelt women wrong.
Women are, yeah, I'll come back
Oh,
to it.
you've got women.
Um, cradle women. So, oh, You can change the font as well, so you can have, anything like that.
Yeah, I quite like the font. Yeah, it's a little bit feminine, isn't it?
Yeah, which means that we can do the same here. So you keep it sort of consistent. You can have that picture, or we can have that one, or you can have three. You can have a couple of images there. Um, so what we can do is we can three column it and an image.
Fuck, you move that fast. I'm glad I'm not building this.
Do that one, which I can't remember which one I didn't do. Oh, yeah, and then you can make them shorter. Let's make them, 250, make them 350. So or you can have like a carousel, or you can just go, you know what? We have a big one, but then we need to tone the so. But what you need to think about also is what are people going to see when they first scroll? Some padding. And then you can just go and have a look and see what it looks like when it's like a preview of what it looks like live. So you can have that all the way across the top, or you can have things like, only that wide.
No, I like it across the top.
Yeah. So full width.
Yeah.
You can change it to whatever you want up there, like so it doesn't have to be, see mine says wealth pathway. You can have yours to, whatever it may be. Sales are sexy. So um so yeah, so let me just zoom that down a bit. It's a bit more pink. So let's start with the wording. So let's get the wording right, and then we can look at the pictures.
Sorry, hang on. I've just got the home ringing.
Sure.
Hello, Denise speaking. Hello. 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 Couldn't hear that. I couldn't hear them. They'll
Was
ring
that
back.
was that your parents?
Pardon?
Is that your parents?
Yeah. Oh, it won't be mum and dad. No, it was
Oh,
the nursing home's number.
okay. So are you happy with that? What that says? And you can.
Discover how working women are building sustainable freedom with an authentic system designed for real life, not burnout. Yep. Yep.
So discover the proven secret to a full-time income. I think, we can change that. Have it pop out. Um, yep. Are you happy with that black there?
What would happen if we changed it to pink?
be pink.
Yeah. Do we want the writing white or black on the pink? And it's got no fluff as well.
It's the same thing. I've helped many entrepreneurs. Okay. So do you want that black? Let's see what it looks like black.
See what it looks like. Yeah, I think the black stands out more so on the pink than the white. Oh, you've got white there. I don't
Yeah.
know.
So you got white. You got black.
Oh,
So let's change it to black. To me, the
I
white
think the
looks
black.
better.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, to me, the white looks better.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll go white.
But we'll have a look. So we've got that's the white and that's the black. So that's the white,
No, we'll go white. Yep, I like the white.
that's the black. Yep. Um, white. Want the white here as well?
Yep.
Okay, explore a proven way. Another hook, so it's just sort of building. And then we go into, let's make that pink. And the learning and launch framework, it's something I just made up. So we need a pink down here. So what have we got up there? You're on the swing. We can go to, yep, I like that one. Yep. And then here it'll just be what are the dot points that you want to put there. So similar to, what Joe had, and I've got a few, mine are a little bit different. They don't point out specifically, what you can make. So for you, it's going to be what are the key things? What are, 5 really good dot points, and a hook here, to talk about why they're going to be, jumping in and having a look at the web class. And keeping in mind that once we get like a format down and a standard for a website, and you want to do another one, then we just duplicate it. And you can do it to if you're running a retreat or a mentorship or a sales course or whatever it may be. It's the
Okay.
same principle. You just, obviously people, it's easy to sort of do at the end of it. So it's just getting the first one, this one right. So this here will be about what are they going to learn in the webinar. So I don't want to spend, the time on the Zoom today. So if you can send me some text, so on what you want to put here. So, half a dozen dot points and a hook or so, then it'll be, about what they're going to get and the benefits, etc. So,
Okay.
and we can do that and we can just,
And change those red ticks to pink ticks.
easy. Where are they there? Pink.
Look at that.
I know.
Easy.
This here, did you want that darker in the background? So we've got none. We've got light. We've got half. And then we've got heavy fade. I sort of quite like the half fade
Yeah.
because it sort of
Yep.
pops out, makes the image pop out a little bit. Learn more is automatically going to go. You can change that to anything. You can even have a learn more. Say fuck yes, you know, or little text. So like Joe had learned more, 5 spots left, when you're running sales courses and stuff, and things like that, or if you're selling products, it'll, if you only got spaces for 10, you can set it so that it's, you've only got so many. Add another hook in here. Um, so lesson framework launch, and then your story, and then we could fiddle around with this picture, or let me have a look. What else have we got in peak? Peak, 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 peak. Which one do we have at the top? I can't remember. So swing, hanging around was it the sauna?
No, that was one of the little huts.
Yeah, I think we've already got that one. No, then we can, whoops. Did you need to jump off and call them, or?
No, they haven't
So
left a message. And Bucks is reckon fucking messaging me as well.
yeah. So this here you could have, what they're going to get, and then you could go into your story below. So we don't necessarily need to have the story. We can have that built out as you know, what they're going to get. So we can make that not dot points, but just so I'll just move that down there for a bit. So you could have it something like that. They would be a little bit bigger. So, so as people are scrolling through, so if we have a look, um, when it gets there, sorry, it's saving. Oh, oh my God, my internet. I had to switch off the internet and go to mobile data to upload stuff to Canva, like pictures to Canva the other day. Oh, so website, discover the proven secrets. I'll send you the copy of this again. So the
Mhm.
updated link, so you can look at it and just go, can you change this? Can you change, whatever wording? Um, so I won't have that line there. That line won't be there, but so entrepreneurs, you don't that probably doesn't need to be there because we've got a big one there. You can sort of
Yep.
like have the bridge into, what you're going to get. This is what you learn, etc., etc., etc. And then they can learn more, and then they go on to your story, your mission, etc., etc. And then the final like call to action down the bottom. I probably wouldn't have frequently asked questions. I just left them there so you could see what was possible, which would be like if you were going to do like a sales training or something, or you had a 4-week mentorship. I know it wouldn't be for the mentorship. So if you were advertising, say like your sales course externally, then they would have some FAQ questions. You would put this on the sales page, like, how long is the sales course? What can I expect to get out from it? And blah, blah, blah. So, but yeah, so that's looking good. I like that.
Mm, yeah.
Pretty groovy. And then what you do is you build your ads, you build your ad content around what this looks like, which is what I've done with mine. So
Okay.
yeah, so you build your ad content. So around the images that and the style and the branding. So when they come off there, it's just a continuation and it's congruent with that. So what you're going to say on your ads or how you're going to talk in your ads also will want to reflect what's sitting on your page. So there's that there's that connector as well. Um, so yeah, and then let's take that background off and actually I'll just duplicate it. Take that one off. Oops. Yeah, there we go. Why is it not working? Yeah, so I've taken the pink off there and the pink's now come underneath where where you are there with your story, etc., etc. So, and we can make this an alternate color, whatever that looks like. And we can add more of a call to action because that's really your first call to action, when you learn more. So generally it would have let's just duplicate that. So extra CTA. So an extra CTA here to support the um, just, so this being a pain in the bum. Yeah. So access, etc., etc. I'll find something and I'll put it there. So once we frame out the rest of it. So yeah, so a couple of key things for you is, and I'll put them on here. What are they going to learn? Key points, etc. Okay, so I'll just put that in pink because that's going to be for you to do. Your story
And
there.
I just do it in here?
No, you send it to me.
Send it to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, you
Okay.
no, this is the
Imagine me
done.
going in there.
No, 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 that's
Helen
not the
comes,
idea of it. No, because when
Helen
you
comes in and it's all back to front.
yeah, no, well you won't be going into any. I mean, you can, but really, it's just designed
No,
so
don't trust me.
you just you're just dealing with the people. So, but when I send the link to you to view, it'll have on here, fill in this section, fill in that section, or whatever it might be. So let's take
Okay.
off we don't need the FAQs. We probably need the last hook and we'll just duplicate that. And another last call to action down here. Last CTA, etc. Don't need that. Don't need that. And then I don't know. Oops. So this is the site. Pink looks good. I like it.
Do
Definitely
too.
you. Definitely you.
Yep.
I'm just going to take that line out. Where'd that come from? That is no water.
Just cleaning the screen. I'm confused. Got all. I can't figure out if it's fucking fly shit or what.
Oh, it's dust. Dust.
That's better.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, I like it. I like the pink.
yeah, it's you.
It's kind of a happy color.
Yeah, I'll get rid of the line. I'm just not really liking the flow from like this big text here. I think it just needs to be that. Right. I was on Go High Level this morning because they have like Zoom, so you just jump on a Zoom, and I was trying to fix up something, and the guy with the tech guy because it wasn't going to my site, yeah, and he said to me, "Did you build this?" And yes, he goes, "It's really nice." And I'm like, "Thank you." um, he said,
Is
"Simple."
that from yours? Like
Yeah,
on yours?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, which
I
is
like with
basically
yours
the
as
same.
well because your writing is the same color as your top.
Yeah, yes, yes. And all my ads are going to be from that stuff there. And then when I recorded the webinar, I put that top on. And then when I recorded the video, some speaking video, I had that top on. So it's just like, um,
And I'll have pink glasses and I'll put pink lippy on and I'll put a pink top on.
you do that.
When I finally finish the fucking slides.
Oh, that's better.
Kalinda,
Okay.
Kalinda came in this morning. She goes, "You still doing those fucking slides?" I'm
Um,
like,
yeah, so that looks better without that big blocky thing there.
yeah,
And we can
yeah.
just change that to your pink. Then it'll be what they're going to get, what they're going to learn here, etc. Then they can access it. So their first. So I don't know whether I'll put a call to action down there or not. I wonder what that would look like. Just let me see. Because some people might just go straight into wanting to learn more. Just do I want a gap at the top? Let's go 10. See what that looks like. Yeah, I'm just like, oh, when I recorded it, I did a first recording, which took me ages. Then I listened to it and I'm like, no. So I did it again the next day and re-recorded it. So
But at least you had a run through.
yeah. So, and then when I was recording, I didn't realize the sun was coming in. So for 20 minutes of my video, I've got the sun coming in here, and then all of a sudden it's no sun. Oh, there we go. So they've got to learn more because some people will come in. I don't think that sticks out too much.
Mhm.
They can come down, they can learn more. Some people are just straight in, they don't want to scroll down. So the next section, we've got learn more, that area. Then we've got your story. So it's a little bit more about you, last follow up and then learn more. I'll take that one out, or we can just put it up there and let's get that one. And that will just go, you can go, oops, go learn more. So as you add all of your text in here, about you, then they just got to learn more. We can take that out. We can take that out. And the last call to action, like, get your fucking ass in gear and
Just fucking
get,
click the link, you
just
cunt.
click the link, say fuck yes.
Click.
Yeah. So, okay, so that one's done. I'll send that to you. You just review all the words and just really, have a think about, what it's going to look like. So when people, so, so this is what it'll look like on a mobile. So, we'll need to change that down. I'll reduce the spacing. Oh, when you've been mouth breathing for about 3 days, and I feel like I'm on the verge of feeling like throwing up because of that dryness in the throat. Um,
Have you ever had your nose operated on?
yeah, a couple of times.
It never worked. Clearly. Daryl's the same. Daryl's had two, because Daryl's from martial arts. So all of his sinus cavities all through his cheeks, they're all smashed,
Yeah.
broken. And he's had 2 operations or 3. Never fucking worked.
Oh, it's like,
They've gone in and like drilled his sinuses out, and it's never worked. But as I said, he uses that. He used to use sinus sprays all the
yep,
time, which was doing more damage. But now he just does that rocket
the
fuel shit
rocket
that I told
fuel.
you about, and he swears by that.
There we go. Yep, your story here. Yeah, I think that likes that because if you look at it on a mobile, like people are going to scroll through it on a mobile, um,
Hmm.
we can fiddle around with that. Big bold statement, what they're going to get. I'll make that pop there a little bit more. Um, you do an intro to you, so a couple of key things. So you have a heading. So I just come off that and save it. And yeah, so here I sort of had a heading, wealth pathway 2026. Here's what you learn more about. So it'll sort of look something like that, or be something similar to what you've got. So, but obviously in your colours. Okay, let's make sure that's saved. Saved. Go back. And you can change
Did
this.
you see the slides that they TFE brought out?
I went in,
The
I had
Kiala ones?
I went in, it was in TFE yesterday, but they're not in there. They're in the group, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's definitely where Samara has got her slides from, because some of them that they're there are like
right.
his wording, and are in her wording as well. So yeah, she's definitely running his webinar.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Clearly it fucking works.
um, yeah. So this is I just got off your is that pink or red? Let's be pink. Pink. Etc. Access now, and then basically they go to the book. You can make that pink down there if you like.
Would you do the Access Now button pink?
I'm just
What's
looking
that
at
look like?
that. I'm just seeing if I can change it. Buttons. Buttons. Hmm. Why can't I change the color of that? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I like the pink, I think.
There we go. And the backgrounds I just, oh, should I have when it does that? The backgrounds I've just done in Canva and oops, not images. And plus you can choose different backgrounds from here as well. So you can go into Unsplash and just go pink and find different backgrounds in there. But yeah, or Pixabay pink. So which is not really good.
I've learned so much about Canva, I tell you.
So yeah, so that's I'll send you this one as well and have a review on the wording.
So on the other one, sorry, on the other website, you've got Access Now in black. Can we change that to pink as well?
Yep, we can do that right now. Well, voila.
Yay.
Easy peasy. So main thing I need is like just the wordings because it's it's going to be your wording. And then I will update. I will use a screenshot of this to use as your SEO. So when I sort of talk about actually I'll show you, I'll do it now. So let's, for example, I'll just do that. And we go SEO data. So basically when you share in a link, so upload desktop. So when you share it in a link, like I've shared with you, that's the image people will see.
Yep.
That's the title, that's the description, so and then you'll have like the author will be you. We've got some keywords in there. We've got some links in there, so some meta tags that we will add. So that's just all behind the scenes stuff, which makes it sort of look pretty, so that when you share something, and especially Messenger, it'll go, this is what this is. So you can share the website and it'll have, how to XYZ, etc., etc. So, hmm.
So with your leads, do you still speak to them in Messenger?
um, I'm thinking split testing that. So I'm thinking of doing just adding the ads to the existing ad that I had. So because I've shut those down because I was just getting unemployed people. So I might do those ones to still come into Messenger. But I'm going to have a look in Meta to see whether I can do one direct to the app, to the website, which I'm going to do anyway, because I just want to do that and see if it works. But the other side of that is if Meta get the shits on my website and don't like the name of it, then you can't, then when you go put ads up there, it's not going to do that. So I thought maybe I might run them into my Messenger, but then have an automated link in there that sends them to the website to look. So they come into my Messenger, they're inside of my CRM. And then it's just an auto link, which basically says, click yes, and then they go to the website. So I don't actually talk to them, which is the idea. But I'm doing a little bit of a doing a little bit of a sidestep to stay under Meta's radar, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm just thinking at the moment, I've just put an ad up now. It's just going to Messenger. I just put a B-roll ad up yesterday, or maybe I don't know, yesterday, day before. I just threw a B-roll up one, and I've had 4 leads from that. But
So for the email side of things, when a lead comes in either off your website or you've directed them to your website from like Messenger, as soon as they fill in their name and details, this automation kicks in, and it's a series of emails that will go out and send out, I don't know, five emails. So basically what happens is they've submitted a form. So, and the form's called Wealth Pathway. So
Mhm.
your form for your ebook is 30 to 400 a month. So
Yep.
you've got an idea, it's going to link to what you're working on. So the system then goes and adds them to the pipeline, and I'll show you the pipeline in a minute. So and then it's an opt-in lead. Okay. And then it adds a tag, so Wealth Pathway, which means that then I'll know exactly where that person has come from. So if I've got anyone sitting over here with the Wealth Pathway 2026 tag, I immediately know that they've watched the webinar. I'm going to assume that they've watched it because they've put their name and they put their email in. So, and for me, it'll be an email will go out immediately. So basically, it's just I've cheated and I've used Samara's emails. I went back over all the emails that she sent me, and I'm just like, why reinvent the wheel? So
No,
basically,
fuck yeah.
I've just
Exactly.
modeled it on them. So the first one they've
I agree.
registered.
We've
Um,
stolen her fucking webinar. We may and slides. We may as well steal her fucking email.
Shush, don't. I'll get arrested for being a hacker. So you've registered, then you're serious about changing. So it's basically it's in there. It's like a web class because I call it web class. Watch, watch the web class here. So that link
Yep.
will take them to the web class if they haven't automatically gone. So then it waits
Okay.
one day. So this is where the intelligence system kicks in. It waits one day, and you could change that to minutes, hours, or whatever it may be. It's one day. So then the system says, did they complete the next step? So the next step is, have they booked into the discovery process? So the discovery process section here, this is going to be a manual process for me because when they go and they register, I'm going to get an email from TFE, which basically says, Johnny's registered for that. So, oh shit, okay, I'm going to go and find Johnny, and I'm going to give Johnny that tag, which you can just add as a tag like I did with Christy, personal. I'll just add discovery process, which will then go put them over there. Okay, so they'll go to discovery process, and then they'll update the pipeline, and it'll automatically move that lead over into the next stage. So discovery process queue. So hold that thought. And here's my wealth pathway. So opt-in lead, they come in. So I can go straight away and see this is how many people have come in. Then I wake up tomorrow, I might have 5 more, and 2 people over here are in this are now in the discovery process queue. And then when they've booked a call, I'll move them over to, here. Then when they've booked a call, create. It's very simple. That's all I want to know is they've opted in, which means that they're on the emails. There's only one email which basically says you've got the webinar, which was this one. And then the second email. So if they haven't signed up and gone through the discovery process, they'll get email number 2. You watched the web class, you saw the strategy, blah, blah, blah. This is the discovery process. Sign up now, which is basically what she does. Wait one day. So it repeats the same process, waits a day. Did they complete the discovery process? If not, if yes, they'll go in and they'll get updated. If they don't, they continue to get more emails. Let's break this down, etc., etc. Sign up now. Again, pushing them towards the discovery process. Repeats the same thing. Waits one day. Did they complete the next step? Which means do they have the tag discovery process, which I apply to them if they go through the discovery process. So because it's external. If it was internal, like if I had my own discovery process, I could automatically, add that tag. So it'll just pop up on my calendar, when they would book it in for me. So you can see straight away. But yeah, it just goes through and it keeps repeating all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. And so, which is 9 emails, basically.
Okay.
And then at the end here, they're all going to
Like
go
if they
on
haven't done anything by then.
I know they're all going to go on a big nurture sequence. But yeah, I had a look at hers and it was like 9. So basically, this is your pipeline. You can have as many different pipelines as you like. So I had like adverts and I was moving people fucking back and forth. But with this, first thing I'll do in the morning is rather than checking Meta and I'll see messages come through, but I'll just look here and I'll look at TFE.
Yep.
So that will be set up for you as well. But if you want to do it via the web, via Messenger, then absolutely you can do that. It just means that you send them the link manually. But when they sign up, they'll start getting emails. So it might be something to say, look, go and watch the webinar, pop your name and details in. You'll get sent some emails. The first one will have access to the replay, things like that, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Makes sense? Not sure.
Yep.
You know,
No, I think it makes sense.
don't want to do
I think it
this?
makes sense. So even if I still want to speak to them in Messenger, I still have to have the ad running to Messenger.
Yeah,
Is that what you just said?
yeah,
So I still
yes,
have to have that running to Messenger, where I would then offer them the manual link,
yes,
which is what I'm currently doing anyway.
yeah.
Um, but if I want the automation,
They go straight to the website.
it goes straight to the website, but I can still connect with them through Messenger, yes or no?
If they put in their Instagram handle, so I think
Well, they'll have to.
yeah, so we've got the form there where you've asked them to put in the Instagram handle. So once they
Got to be Instagram and Facebook because not everyone's got.
face both, yeah, which means that you could reach out to them manually, either way on there and get them to respond. But if you just go direct to the website, excuse me, as soon as they register, then you're a lead. They're in your back office and you've got all of their contact details. They're going to get the emails and then you can do the additional step by reaching out to them manually on either Instagram or Facebook. And then that will come back in through this CRM system. So you'll be able to see inside of the system any combos you've had with them, either on Facebook or Instagram, and then also the emails that have gone out, and especially if they stop, like if they don't want emails, that basically just means stop. They're on the do not contact list, and I basically archive those ones, and turn them off at my end as well, just to make sure, because all of the emails will have your unsubscribe and things like that. So, but yeah,
And I
so
think at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good your fucking funnel is or your fucking
it's
website,
you,
or it's the fucking dickheads that are clicking on it, isn't it?
yeah,
At the end of the day, it's who the fuck is clicking on it, who the fuck is fucking wasting people's time.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like I've had 4 leads and I've contacted every one of them and had a conversation. They filled out the form. They said they're all working full time, but not one of them has fucking responded
yeah.
yet.
It's like, I know, yet. And I had one lady, like in one of the leads I was doing like a couple of months ago, she goes, "Why are you rushing me?" And I'm saying, "Well, why didn't you fucking answer?
Exactly. Why'd you
Seriously?
fucking click on the link?
I know you should be, if you're serious, you should be able
Exactly.
to, watch it." So, um, but yeah, which is also why I think you frame your website as well, so people are going to get there, and like even when they're going through the webinar. So I've done who it's for and who it's not for. I'll just having a look at where's my webinar. Um Fucking hell. 100 fucking something or other slides. um, Let me have a look. 143 slides.
Oof. Woohoo. I'm Nelly. What am I? Let me go and have a look. I'll tell you how many I've done.
Yeah.
I'm
There
on
they,
84.
there they all are. So,
Hang on, let me have a look. Oh, fuck. Go do
yeah,
it again.
this way.
So whose testimonials did you use?
I'll show you.
Oh yeah, Melissa, I can see.
Oh, can you see that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
It's a bit fancy.
That one, that, and Jess. I didn't do Brooke. I cut Brooke out because every time I tried to do Brooks, I couldn't fucking speak. So I'm like, wasn't meant to be. So she's not in there. So I just cut her out with the final cut. My goal. What makes this different? Simple system. What this is for. Who it's not
I reckon
for.
I've done mine in that pink.
Have
Mine's
you?
in that colour pink. Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to have that, and then I've got notes because I did notes for every slide that I read off. Um, Truth is, imagine this.
Yours looks a little bit better than mine.
I like that.
Oh, where'd you
I did
the little people?
all the little people. Then they slide, 875, 35, 10 grand. um, yeah, automated income, so 3-step strategy. Global community, what we've covered. Let's talk about action, information. Quick, done for you, automated cheating. Tomorrow. I think I really like it. I mean, it's the best one I've done.
Yeah. It looks really good.
Best part, best fucking slide. Friendships. Yep. Imagine people's, my next sales, health practitioners, sales athletes, book your
Has
call.
she got that in her slides? The health
No,
practitioners?
no,
No,
but
you've added that in.
no, I've added that in. Next steps, book your call, bonuses, 60 minutes, bonus 2, mentorship, bonus 3, stay fucking consistent, questions. Do I need to own my product? Can I do it while I'm working? Do I need online experience? I have to show my face. Can you tell me how I make sales? Is there an investment? This is, yep, so visual, this is what they'll get. There, they'll book the call in, the short message from me, which I didn't do. And then back from there, and then basically it just goes to click the button. And that's it.
Hmm. I'll
So,
show you mine. Mine's
yeah,
a little bit different.
well, it's supposed to be. And it's like, I mean, I had fun doing it. A couple of days there, I just like fucking ended up sitting on the couch for a couple of hours, just zoning.
Oh. Um, so I've done these. Highest month so far, 12K. Highest month
Nice. You need
stays
to just use your
35.
right arrow to move over.
Can I?
Yeah, just on your keyboard. Yeah.
Yeah. I've just got to put Leanne's in. I asked
Yep.
Leanne. So that's the reason I put the message in TFE was what's your biggest month is so I can actually go and
Ah,
message them and say, hey, can I use your story?
I snip it
So I
out.
messaged Leanne. I get on really well with Leanne. She goes, of course you can. So I've just got to add it in. She was a photographer
Nice.
and her biggest month is 29K. Then me. And again, like it all using these photos, obviously it
Yes.
blends in with
Oh,
my new thing. That one, that one, that one, that one.
nice. I think it's the way to go. Like I was watching it back, and like when I was listening to myself talk, because a lot of it I just tried to talk.
Yeah.
But I think the way as it was like being put together, so fucking
So I
good.
used that picture. I
I
found
couldn't
that.
find it. I couldn't find it. And I'm just like, oh, I'm not fucking spending 2 hours looking
Oh,
for
I found
fucking
it.
people.
I I actually just put in the key search. I just said a group of people. And
Oh,
then what I did was I found that one and then I just
tell
made
them.
pink people.
Oh, I was going to do that, but I couldn't find the fucking people. So what I was going to go back and color in their faces or something. But anyway, I thought I'll just
Well,
do
I just
high
created, I
transition.
found, so what I did was I got that and then I just typed in pink people and then I got there and I just dragged them across.
Oh, nice. I like the arrows.
See, we've used the same pink. Oh, that's it. I'm up to 84.
Yeah, but not all the way through. But like, yeah,
I just haven't put that heading up the top. I was like, I can't fucking figure that out. I don't need the heading.
the easiest way you do it. Do you want me to show you how to do that? I'll give you a
Yeah.
little. I'll give you a cheat lesson, and then I've got to go. Um, share, share, share. I'm going to close that down because it's like 150 odd pages, fills up. So if I am just starting a presentation. And I want let's say I just want to have a black background like that, but I want a border like that pink one. Then what I would do is I would just go and get a rectangle. Whoops. Let's
Oh,
put it up there, put it
well, that's
there.
fucking easy, isn't it?
I would grab my text and go, this stays here, right? And then I just click, hold and drag and I lock everything, and then when I want a new slide, I duplicate. So it doesn't matter
Ah,
whether my mouse is going stupid or crazy. It just, I can get rid of that. And I'll just go in there and go, fix this here, and then you just duplicate. And which is what I did a lot of the slides, especially with the ones where, where you put the crosses and stuff over. So I had that, then I just duplicated it. So I didn't have to try and guess where the images went. But
okay.
but yeah, so that's an easy way to do it. And then you can just unlock it, which means that you can pick it up and move it. But if you pick it up and move it, then, when you start to move out, the words change, and that's why a little bit of OCD kicks in. Be like, oh, that
Yeah.
doesn't line up with the other one. So that's a simple way to do it. So, or if you
Okay.
wanted to put something else over the top, like I think what Christy did, with hers, you can just do that and, you know, change it to pink or whatever, or red, and then, have your text over there. Do that. What have we got there? Easy peasy. And then
Right.
I do all my notes and away we go. But yeah,
Well, I just learned that going into Elements, you can literally type anything in,
yeah,
and that's where you find everything. I've been
yeah.
going to fucking Google
No,
prior to doing this. When I've
no,
done stuff, I've gone to
no.
Google
You
and
know
looked for the
my
pictures. I didn't know you just went to Elements and typed it in. This is what I mean. I've learned a
and
lot about Canva.
this here, they did. They did my background for me. So basically, if I go, let me find here, which I did because I did this, so I could. This is for your form. So when people fill out the form, that's what they see. But say if I wanted to do magic media, hang on, where's my backgrounds? Background. I just went magic background, and it designed it based on the content of my page, and that's what it gave me. That one there.
Okay.
So let's see what it does here. And it gave me about 4 different versions, and I'm like, oh, see, it's got pink underneath, it's got
Yeah.
red underneath, or things like that. So you can do that as well.
Okay.
So, so different ways there. And then obviously with elements, yeah, it's whatever you're looking for, or you go and find them, down here as well. So, but yeah, shout out. This is old school stuff for me. I used to do this sort of stuff back in the 90s,
All
make
right.
I used to make up
I
brochures
get
and but hey, I
didn't
can't
even know
make
fucking
sales.
Canva was around in the 90s.
No, but it was called Adobe Pro and
Oh,
Microsoft
Adobe.
Publisher.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
Adobe
yeah.
Pro and Microsoft